Hi, welcome to What's Happening. Here are the top 5 stories. At number 1, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps mining marshals have commended the Nigerian Army for its cooperation in the fight against illegal mining, following the arrest and handover of 18 suspected illegal miners in Niger State. The suspects were apprehended at an illegal mining site in Izom, Gurara, local government area of the state by troops of the 102 Guard Battalion during a routine operation. The troops reportedly uncovered unauthorized mining activities at the site and arrested the suspect. In line with established interagency protocols, the Army handed the suspect an exhibit recovered from the site over to the NSCDC Mining Marshals headquarters in Sauka, Abuja, for further investigation and prosecution. At number 2, campaigning kicks off in Nigeria Wednesday, 5 months ahead of elections set to be dominated by crushing inflation and President Bola Tinubu's economic reforms. Africa's most populous country is straining from years of economic turmoil and violence from armed groups, though a divided opposition works in favor of Tinubu, seeking a second term. Elected in 2023, Tinubu has used his first term to push through ambitious economic reforms, including ending a costly fuel subsidy that for years had indirectly suppressed prices throughout the economy. At number 3, the Plateau state government has commended the reported attack in Mper community, Kombun district of Mangu local government area, which occurred in the early hours of Tuesday. Commissioner for Information and Communication Joyce Lohia Ramnap, in a statement, said the government was deeply concerned about the incident, describing it as disturbing and a threat to the peace and security being consolidated across the state. The government sympathized with residents and families affected by the incident, while calling on members of the community to remain calm, avoid reprisal attacks, and refrain from taking the law into their own hands as security agencies work to establish the full circumstances surrounding the attack. At number 4, Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema has won a second term according to election results released Tuesday that gave him a convincing victory in polls marred by claims of irregularities and a raid on the opposition. While voting in Thursday's election in the copper-rich Southern African nation was largely peaceful, the opposition said its campaign had suffered from intimidation and restrictions on its activities, concerns echoed by observers. Police were still holding several figures from the main opposition alliance arrested last week on rejected allegations of involvement in military or insurgent activity. At number 5, FIFA has confirmed that Chief Operating Officer Kevin Lamour has left the governing body weeks after he publicly criticized President Gianni Infantino's plan to sell a stake in its tournament business, including the World Cup. Lamour had publicly criticized the proposal last month, saying FIFA staff had been deceived over the plan and describing it as the project of one person. The internal dissent came as FIFA faced widespread opposition to its plan to create a $20 billion subsidiary to run its tournament, including the World Cup, and sell up to a 20% stake to external investors. FIFA subsequently abandoned the proposal following the backlash. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.